Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's Tuesday, October 1st. Yes, we're into October. And this is part 4 of Bringing Back the View, wherein I try to clear out some shrubs and trees in this area here, particularly, so we can once again get a view of the horse field from the house. So I've already taken out some small trees and shrubs from this general area, as well as big areas of goldenrod and raspberry canes ahead of me here, for probably 30 or 40 meters in certain directions. Now I've got this big blob sitting here predominantly that's obscuring the view. So what I have to do here is go in and cut out some of these bent over trees. What happened was about 8 years ago or so, a big tree fell here and bent all these smaller trees over. Some of them are still alive, but they're all bent over and they'll never really stand up to be a good tree, like as far as a straight tree. And so I need to cut some of this brush out of here, as well as some birch over here that are standing, and a few poplars and birch over here. There's a small white pine over in this direction I want to take out as well. But this is my next focus now. I need to just gradually pick this apart because it's a big tangled mess. There's also a grapevine winding its way all through here. So that's what we have today. I meant to add in the earlier stages of this project that if you ever get involved in a project like this where you're trimming branches off trees or doing a slightly bigger project such as what I'm doing here, where I'm clearing brush out and clearing small trees, you always want to make sure you're doing that when the birds aren't nesting. So in eastern North America, typically this means that you'd be waiting at least until mid to late September or beyond. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do here is take out this section of grapevine that's growing into this pushed over area. This is just one of its vines that comes over here. It has other sections that go off in the other direction. Because it gets very hard to take apart all these other things as long as we have grapevines tangled up in here. Okay, right now I'm going to take out these willow stems here. They're all part of the structure that's bent over here. Okay, now I got these two bent over birches here. One down. And Should be really using the battery chainsaw for these, but this does go through fairly easy. It's just that it's binding a bit because of the downward pressure. There we go. Okay, here we are now. I've made a fair amount of progress. I've taken some alders out of here and some willows to open up this fallen tree part. I've taken some branches off it, and I'll remove this whole thing off to the side eventually. Off to the right, there's still a standing dogwood that I'm not sure I'm going to remove just yet. And then there's a number of birch, 2 or 3 inch diameters at the base, so I can cut them out. They have to come out. I've got another little poplar and sumac back here, but it's opening up. This old poplar is so dried out that I can even cut through this size of a tree with this little saw quite easily. It's all rotted and very dry, so it cuts through easily. That's about a 6 inch trunk I'm cutting through, and you can see how easy it goes through it. No problem. Okay, this is the same spot I started at about an hour ago. This was where the old tree was all bent over with all the grapevines and everything, so much of that is gone. I still have this dogwood here, which I'm deciding on, and then there's some more birch and poplar and alder back there still. But it should be a lot more open now than it looked just an hour ago. But it's coming. This was the worst part, what I've just done, because it was such a tangled mess. Now it's just a matter of going through here and cutting off the base of some of these smaller trees. Okay, I'll just get some of these birch here. One. Two. Three. Now for the bigger ones. 4. 5. 6. And 7. There we go. Okay, I'm just cutting out this multi-stemmed alder here. Luckily it's a very soft wood, so I can easily cut them out even with this little saw. As you can see, very soft. So here we are after about another hour's worth of work, and hopefully it looks a little more open than even the last video clip did. And I think I'm going to call it a day today because I'm getting kind of tired. So I'll probably leave this video as it is now, and then I'll do a follow-up final video where I probably just show the final result. I may show a few of the steps I'm doing then too, but I don't want this to drag on forever, and it might be better just to show the final result and maybe describe what you're looking at and that kind of stuff. So anyhow, we're gradually getting there. It won't be too much longer, and it's quite a bit more open than it was when I started. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you.